And I'm Zach Rael. Here's what we know right now. OSBI says that a man and a woman were found dead in a home in Wynnewood. We are also told that law enforcement found a dead dog inside of that house. Now, according to OSBI, this is in a very rural area. We do have a KOCO crew on the way to the scene. And as soon as OSBI releases any more information, we will bring it to you. Today, both former President Donald Trump and President Joe Biden are reacting today to Trump's historic conviction in his New York trial. Turning to our next Top 5 now, your first alert forecast, and we are in the clear for now.
Yeah.
All right, Damon, we need to get to this breaking news right now. We are told a worker is dead after an industrial accident at an Oklahoma City recycling plant. If you live in Oklahoma, you could soon be eligible to learn about artificial intelligence for free. New today, after testing it out in just 12 states, the IRS says that it is expanding its free online tax filing program in 2025. Well, that means direct file will be available to taxpayers with certain simple federal tax returns in all 50 states. For next year's expansion of direct file, $75 million has been budgeted, but that could change depending on how many people actually use it. The IRS plans to gradually increase the number of taxpayers eligible to use direct file over the coming years. Developing now, Boeing executives working with the FAA to review sweeping changes it's making to its production and safety procedures. Boeing's plan intended to reassure the public, customers, and regulators that the company's planes are safe. The FAA ordered Boeing to come up with a roadmap after 2 reviews in February found serious issues with the company. Boeing vowing to meet with the FAA leaders each week for progress reports. The plan includes improving employee training, preventing suppliers from shipping defective components, and additional FAA audits. The Oklahoma Department of Aerospace and Aeronautics is accepting applications for its 2024-2025 academic year. Grants are for education programs that are aviation and aerospace focused for primary through post-secondary education. The program funds more than $500,000. The deadline to apply is today. We need to get back out to this breaking news that we told you about at the beginning of our newscast. A worker is dead after an industrial accident at an Oklahoma City recycling plant. All right, David, we made it to Friday. I think a lot of people focusing on the weekend. It sounds like more storm chances are in our forecast. Now, that's according to the yearly point-in-time survey that was released this morning by the city and the Homeless Alliance. KOCO's Kylie Thomas shows us the numbers and asks the city what they're doing to help. Pride is about to be on full display in Oklahoma City. The celebration of the 37th annual OKC Pride Parade and Festival kicking off in the historic 39th Street District. The fun will begin soon with the opening ceremony being held at 6 p.m. this evening. And joining us now live to tell us everything we need to know for this year's celebration is OKC Pride Inc. President Tessa White. Tessa, thanks so much for taking the time to join us this afternoon. Obviously, we want to talk about all of the fun events happening tonight and throughout the weekend, but we also need to acknowledge and talk about why there's a Pride event to begin with, some of the challenges that the LGBT community has faced this year, both here in Oklahoma and nationally. So I guess just what are your thoughts on this past year for the LGBTQ plus community? Well, it's sure, and it looks like it's going to be a great celebration there on 39th Street. You did mention Next Benedict for our viewers who might not know or remember. They were the non-binary student who died in early February, a day after getting into a fight at the Owasso High School. So how is Pride honoring their death this year? I know you guys have some special things planned. Sounds like a fitting tribute. So Pride kicks off tonight at 6 p.m. What can people expect this evening and throughout the weekend? And while we have you, I just kind of want to ask you, why is it important for you to be part of these celebrations and to celebrate Pride every year? Tessa, I'm sure this weekend is going to be great. I know a lot of people will show up. I want to thank you again for joining us this afternoon. You might need a deep breath with some of those drive times there. Turning now to a new roster reports. It's a busy week for summer travel, and you want to know, what are your rights when you fly? In Oklahoma, there are 86 missing Native Americans, according to the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System. And today's Citizens Potawatomi Nation is working to raise awareness on cases of missing and murdered Indigenous people. KOCO's Alejandro Briones spoke with advocates about their efforts. You're ready to get the weekend started. You are either getting ready to hit the road or expecting someone home soon. Here's what it looks like outside right now. That is the Broadway extension and I-44, the interchange there. Here's what the drive times look like for your Friday afternoon commute. Well, planned out scheme to snatch purses and personal items. New at 4, more police need your help in finding 4 men accused of pickpocketing women. KOCO's Megan Mosley reports this happened inside Popular stores.